Well, here we are. I promised on the Cody Twitcher video that I will make a video about this, and today is the day, folks. Today is the day. The battle of the two most infamous videos, or at least two videos that leave a stigma in the SML series for a long while. SML over the years had episodes that the fan base utterly despised and rarely ever universally agreed that they're awful. There's just so many videos that SML undoubtedly made over the years that are just not good. And if you've been paying attention to my channel a lot, you know that I use Cody's bad word a lot in my videos. But that's mostly because that episode contains pretty much everything I hate about modern SML. Filler, unfunny humor, one joke dragging on the entire episode, frustrating characters, all of that. But there's another video that people also use a lot to describe episodes that are bad. Jeffy's bad word. Ironically, they both have the same premise, but I promise you they are both completely different. So I'm gonna compare the two most infamous videos and see which one is worse than the other. In fact, I'm gonna divide it into 4 categories: story, comedy, characters, and the ending. As a whole, both episodes utterly suck, but who knows? There could be some microscopic glimmer that makes it not 100% bad and maybe 99.8% bad. I don't know. But anyway, let's break them down. So let's begin with Jeffy's bad word. While driving and Hansel gets in front of Mario's car, Mario accidentally says a bad word and Jeffy hears it and won't stop repeating it. And because he won't stop repeating it, Mario gets framed by a Black Lives Matter activist, beat up, and Jeffy still won't stop saying it. After Mario decides to spank Jeffy thinking it will stop, Jeffy intentionally calls the police on Mario about the 4-letter word I'm not gonna say. And because of that one small lie, Mario is deemed a monster around the world and even his girlfriend. You dumb bit. While on Cody's bad word, the story is so light, it's faint. In fact, there is none. The only thing that happens is that Cody is seen as a supposed racist all because Junior and Joseph accuse him of being one. Now don't get me wrong, this idea was stupid to begin with, but at least the episode could have had a story about Joseph accusing Cody and Cody telling the internet about this, and maybe the public is on Cody's side and Junior and Joseph are villainized, but no, it always has to be about Cody on the receiving end and not in a good way. So how about the structures and how I think they could have worked versus how it went down? Well, honestly, I can give Jeffy's bad words this and follow me on this. At least Jeffy's bad word had a beginning, middle, and ending. The story they told, or tried to tell, is not a bad idea. If Jeffy's saying an inappropriate word and Mario gets upset, it could have worked. And it would not have been bad if Jeffy got an actual punishment at the end. It would not have fixed all the issues of the episode, but at least Jeffy would have got somewhat of a punishment. And to be fair to Jeffy's bad word, the episode was not off to a good start with Mario getting beat up, but I did like Tyrone saying how he supports Black Lives. But in my honest opinion, the episode only got bad when Rosalina entered the story, with her accusing Mario and by extension Brooklyn Guy coming in to arrest him. As soon as they all accused Mario of doing inappropriate things, there was really no saving the episode at that point. I know Rosalina is supposed to be an idiot and believe Jeffy and is supposed to be seen as funny, but 1, they did not have to write Rose like that. 2, the thing is Mario was completely innocent, and 3, it doesn't work because Rosalina point blank saw Mario only spank him. And Mario absolutely tried to tell everyone what he did, it's just that everyone is written out of character on purpose for the sake of the episode to put Mario down more. Especially Brooklyn Guy never being this overly serious before, not cracking any jokes. And the ending was terrible with Mario getting framed and Jeffy becoming famous, so the story was not executed well. However, I can at least give a compliment, if you want to call it that it had a beginning, middle, and ending. And lastly, at least the episode was about Jeffy saying an actual bad word, and the word did cause consequences, so it wasn't lying about the title. Cody's bad word? There is nothing. There is literally nothing. This is all one unfunny bit from start to finish. And unlike Jeffy's bad word, Cody said nothing wrong. Literally nothing wrong. And if I'm being for real, the episode was so forced with Cody saying the word. They could have had Cody say push it in or pull it out, but no, pull inward. I get it's supposed to be ironic, but the episode makes a big freaking deal out of it, and it's not funny. Oh, and respecting black people really means a lot from the guy who makes racist jokes towards Joseph all the time, and so many other videos, but suddenly in this episode is a problem. I guess you can say the story is Cody attempting to prove he's not racist, but Junior and Joseph refuse to listen. and they keep baiting him to say even more supposed racist stuff. Just like Mario trying to prove he's innocent, there's even a scene of Cody having a dictionary and they still refuse to listen. Hell, they even drag Cody's parents into this mess to belittle Cody more. And lastly, I do think this episode was already doomed to fail from the start. At least Jeffy's bad word was unique for a Mario torture video in a unique way to torment him, but the latter episode, for one, we have seen Junior and Joseph shit on Cody so much, I'm both numb and amazed how much it keeps happening in the show. And this was just another Cody torture video on top of all the other ones. And secondly, in the first 20 seconds, as soon as you realize what the joke of the episode is, that's all the episode has to offer. So, for a story, I do have to give it to Jeffy's bad word. It's still a bad story, but at least it was somewhat of a story. For comedy, I can say Jeffy's bad word had some jokes or subtle things I like. In the beginning, Jeffy couldn't have been trusted to stay home for 5 minutes. Again, the Black Lives Matter joke at the beginning and even a random protest at the end. Out of context, Hansel pretending to get hurt was pretty funny, but in context, it was another shit on Mario joke on top of all the other ones in the episode. Maybe Jeffy randomly hiding inside the cabinet was kind of funny, but in terms of the entire video, I can see how it's supposed to be ironic and the episode is punishing the wrong person, but again, Mario was innocent. If Mario was a jerk in the beginning of the episode, then it could have been revenge on Jeffy, but I guess even if Mario was a jerk, to be fair, this was still way too far to ruin his life. But at least the Mario cruelty was in every single joke of the episode, albeit until Rosalina appeared and then the rest of the episode is Mario torture. Cody's bad word, though, I cannot name a single highlight. And again, it's because of the comedy, or lack of variety, or hell, lack of comedy. The joke of the episode is because they think Cody said a bad word. This is the next 12 minutes. You're feeling so bad for Cody and infuriated with how stupid Junior and Joseph are. There's no interesting twists or turns or witty humor. It's just Joseph and Junior ganging up on Cody, which is nothing new for the show. And the fact we are so used to this cliche is another reason why this episode is just so boring and annoying to watch. It's such a tiresome trope of the show, and having a whole episode about that trope, yawn. I mean, hell, the humor got old pretty much the first 30 seconds after it's said. If I have to be generous, I will say the Little Mermaid joke, as dumb as it was, it made me snicker a little bit, but like Mario getting tormented throughout most of the episode, Cody getting tormented is the only joke of the episode from beginning to end. Even at the end when Cody is forced to apologize. So while both episodes are not funny, Jeffy Bad Word wins by default for having a sprinkle of jokes before the episode just stopped being funny midway in it. You could just replace Mario with Cody and Junior and Joseph with Rosalina and Jeffy, and you could get the same results basically. One character getting tormented and everyone else is being dumb. And the characters that ruin each episode is obviously Rosalina and Jeffy's bad word, and Junior and Joseph and Cody's bad word. Episodes like Jeffy's bad word truly cements how horrible of a character Rosalina especially is. And ironically, this video was the very start of her being unlikable for the next 8 years, with her pretty much being the same way she is now. And I know episodes before this one, Jeffy was always a troll towards Mario and making his life hell, but never did they go this far in this awful than in this episode at the time. On the flip side, Junior and Joseph, what more do I need to say? They harassed Cody so many times that it's nothing new. In both episodes, you feel so bad for the main character and frustrated with everybody else. If Jeffy's bad word did not have Tyrone in it, this episode wouldn't have been redeemable and maybe just as bad as Cody's bad word. And now let's talk about the ending of the videos. Which ending do you define the worst? Mario getting blacklisted by the entire world for doing nothing wrong? Or Cody getting accused of a racist by his two best friends and even his parents? I guess honestly that depends on your definition of the worst. I will probably go with Jeffy's bad word, because Mario gets accused by not only his girlfriend, his son, Brooklyn guy, but literally everybody around the world. But maybe in terms of an ending that is a lot more infuriating, maybe Cody's bad word, because Cody literally said nothing wrong and the episode again makes a big fucking deal out of it for 12 minutes. It's just 12 minutes of you saying to yourself, wow, this episode is just stupid. At least for me, an ending that truly made me a lot more infuriated and pissed off is definitely Cody's bad word. Maybe in some way, Jeffy's bad word. While it's a terrible video, I can at least say it was trying to be entertaining. It was trying to be funny, even if it really wasn't. But Cody's bad word, there's nothing. No spark of humor, no spark of logic. There is nothing in here worth liking. Now, despite my answer, I'm not saying the other video is much better. Both of them are terrible videos for their own reasons, but if I had to choose which one is worse, definitely Cody's bad word. For not even attempting to make a story out of the premise, not having a single funny moment or even redeemable moment, reusing such a tiresome cliche and making it somehow the worst it's ever gotten, and obviously punishing Cody for no reason. Mario was tortured in Jeffy's bad word, but I can say, even if it was executed horribly, it was somewhat of an ironic story from start to finish. Plus, Jeffy's bad word was truthful for the title, unlike Cody's bad word. At least I can sit through Jeffy's bad word, with the minuscule amount of humor that it has. But Cody's bad word, I swear, I turn it off like pretty much the first minute every single time. I just cannot be bothered to sit through this mess over and over again. And I generally have no idea why Logan ever thought remaking one of his worst videos ever was a good idea, especially when he did nothing unique with it and actually left all of the infuriating parts about the older videos and leaving them all in. Did he think this video was a good idea? Does he think people finding Junior and Joseph being annoying funny? Anyway, I rambled on about the two videos at the same time for today. So which video do you think is better or worse? Let me know in the comments. And I'm just out of here. Bye.